Good afternoon, everyone. It's afternoon for me. So, what am I doing? This is just a bonus video. I was actually planning to make a spring drive, early spring. I don't know when you're watching this video. And the weather was actually good all week, but today I'm off and it's raining. So I think, you know what, let me just do a little drive, a little spring drive in the rain. And like I said, I don't know when you're watching this video, but it's early in spring. Maybe you're watching it at the end of spring, maybe even the beginning of summer. So and we got a good bit of flowers and blossoms. I just want to show you what it's like in the spring. I will do a video later in spring where you got way more flowers and blossoms and stuff like that. And like I said, it's just a bonus video. I just want to show you a little bit of what's going on. As you can see, the trees are getting green again. Not all of them, because you know you got trees from different parts of the world, and some trees are going to get green earlier, some trees are going to come later in the summer. What is nice? I mean, you could already see people feeling good because the winters are so depressing. I know people like the winter, but I don't. I used to, but I don't anymore. It's just depressing. It's almost like surviving. So when you see nature getting lively again, you see the trees getting green again, and you see the insects coming out already. If you like insects, you see the bees and the birds start singing again, and singing or chirping. Yeah. And if you go, maybe you could see some of these trees in between. They're so colorful and nice. We got them off to the side so you can't see it. You know what? Just to show you this one, let me just turn it here just to show you this one. I just turned in just for the sake of showing you the tree, nothing more. Maybe you can see it. I believe I'm on the ultra wide. Can you see it? Yeah, maybe you can. Hopefully you can. Okay, let me just turn back around. That was only to show you the tree. So anyway, this video, like I said, it's just a random little drive. I believe I'm only going to be staying in Amersfoort, maybe even only in Newland. I'll see. Maybe I'll just drive around Amersfoort. We'll see. It's a bonus video, so I'm not really worried too much. Could keep it. I could even be like 60 minutes. We'll see. And I'm using screen overlay. So like I said, all new videos will be with screen overlay. Most times I do have some older videos that I didn't get around to uploading last year. Really nice videos. But I'll have to see if I can connect other videos to those videos, because as you know, I don't really upload random videos. Everything is connected. So I'll have to try to go back to those places to do the beginning or the middle or the end, because I don't do random videos. And there will be a lot of talking in this one because yeah, why not? So, you know, I love plants. I love seeing flowers and stuff. I just don't know the names. I'm not really good with names. Tulips I know. And if you saw my video, the video I did of Disabled, I said that's somewhere you can see a lot of tulips, so I will come back in the spring. I think that was a good time to go back. And the other day I made some shorts with a lot of tulips. I don't know, I guess I uploaded it already. It wasn't from Zeevold, it was somewhere else. But they're really nice. Really nice. Seeing everything is like kind of white this year. Normally they use like bright colors, but most of what I'm seeing now is white. It's almost like that's what I went for this year. I gotta say it's kind of boring. I prefer the red and pink and yellow colors mixed together. But that's also okay, I guess. So we are in Newland, of course, and I always say if it's Newland, it's spelled with a D and not a T. But you know, in Dutch, the D sounds like a T, so it's Newland. And Newland is where I live, in Amersfoort. I made a video of Amersfoort like a year ago, more than a year ago. And, you know, back then I was really positive about it because it is it is a nice place. But I'm not really that positive about it anymore. It got more to do with, you know, with politics. And I know no matter what you say, you're going to offend certain people because when I say what I'm going to say, what I probably shouldn't say, some people are going to be like, yeah, but you know, that's good, and I agree. You just got to find a balance. It doesn't matter what you do, you need to find a balance in life. So, they want to come up with this new parking system. Eventually, they just want to screw you. They just want to get more money from you. That's it. And people like, no, we don't want that. We already pay so much because if you live in Holland, you know it's expensive. And if you don't, trust me, it is extremely expensive. And they want to go up with this new parking system. You got to pay for a permit for your first car. Your second car is going to be more expensive. And your third one is going to be way more expensive. So the idea is they want people to get rid of the cars. Well, people need their car. You know, you don't have a car for the fun of it. You have it because you need it. I know people could say, yeah, you could go with, you could take a bus, you could take a train. Well, I know people who try that, and the bus didn't show up a lot of times. The trains don't always go on time. Sometimes they just don't show up. They break down. So, if you are working far from where you live, we could all say, okay, you know what? Why don't you work in Amersfoort? That's where you live. But sometimes you want to do other work. Those work you won't be able to find in Amersfoort. So what are you going to do, or wherever you live? Sometimes you will have to leave your own community to go somewhere else to find work. And you can't always rely on public transportation. And public transportation is also expensive, so you gotta pay a lot of money, and you got no guarantee your bus is gonna come or your train is gonna go, and especially in the mornings you're gonna stand the whole way. Why would I want to stand all the way to Rotterdam or Den Haag or Amsterdam or wherever when I could sit in my car? I mean, why? Not all of us could flex. You know, they say, yeah, you should be flexible, and you should work then start at midday or skip a day or work from home. Not all of us could do it. And most people want to get rid of it now anyway. You know, back in COVID time, that's what they were trying to implement, that people would work from home. But now they want people to come back to the office. I mean, you pay for those buildings anyway. So it's not like I'm against it. I'm with it or against it. It doesn't matter. That's not what it's about. It's just, you know, to set the stage for what I'm about to say. So, sorry, I actually need a drink of water. But anyway, they want to come with a new parking system, and people are against it. So there was a referendum, and 74% said no, they're against it. 74%. Done deal, right? I mean, you would say, okay, the message is loud and clear. No, not for this man. And actually, so I don't even know the name of this guy. It's not my country, so I gotta watch what I say. So I can't be calling people. What do you call those people again? Yeah, YouTube don't like the word, so let me not say it. Anyway, so this man's like, nah, y'all don't know what you want. It's coming anyway. So that system is coming. It's coming from next month, and now it's even from next month, from next year. They're gonna start implementing it, or from later this year, in certain parts. So if you're going to visit someone in Amersfoort, you gotta pay for parking. So basically, it's just you gotta pay for permit for every single car, and every single car is gonna be more expensive. There's no guarantee you're gonna find a parking space, and they're doing it by zones. And if your zone is full, you already paid a permit. But if your zone is full, which we got a problem with parking, and you put your car somewhere else, then you gotta pay for parking also. And if you don't pay it, you're gonna get a fine. So, how many ways can they screw you? If you're gonna visit someone within Amersfoort and you take your car, you gotta pay for parking. And it's not in a city, but we're talking. This is like on way on the outside. You know what I mean? This is not the city where everything is full. They're just looking for every single way they could to squeeze the last dime out of you, to screw you 10 ways till something. I mean, it's bad. When I came to Holland like years ago, they were actually good to the people. You know, they took care of the people. But now you got different people in power. So again, I gotta watch what I say. I know, politics kind of sensitive anyway. So no, I should be careful. But there was a shift. I know why. I don't think it's wise for me to say why, but I know why. I follow it, and let's just say, one side was good to the people, cared about the people. And the next side was like, nah, other people profiting from that, and we don't like that. So we should change it. We should tweak that. And in doing so, you end up screwing the wrong people. It actually sounds kind of familiar, because if you look what's going on in certain places now in the world, it's kind of the same. I should shut up. Okay, if I keep talking, I probably won't use this video anyway. So, if you're wondering where we are in Vathorst, and I did a video of Vathorst also at the in 2024. I think I was with Jada back then. So I covered most of the streets. It's a really nice place, but I'm not gonna cover the streets now. It's just a drive-through. Because the sun is not shining and it's raining, it doesn't really look that vibrant, that lively, that nice. So it's just a little chill out drive. So anyway, yeah, the parking thing, it's coming, and it's gonna cost a lot of money. Let's say third car. So imagine, man, woman, children, or whatever combination. All of you work, all of you got a car, 3 or 4 people got a car. They're saying the third car is gonna cost like 300 to 600 euros a year. In Holland, we got taxes that you don't find in other countries. They got something called BPM. So whenever you go to buy your car, you pay an additional tax. You pay your road tax. You pay your insurance. What else do you pay? You buy gas. If you saw some of my older videos, I show you when you go to fill up your tank, what you actually pay and what is tax. It's a good bit. And now they want to come with more. It's not enough. It's never enough. It's unbelievable. And I don't understand why people let them get away with these things. if you look at certain countries like France or Belgium, Italy, when people get angry, they go on the road. They're going to protest. You know what I mean? They're going to protest. They're going to they're going to force the government to turn certain things back, to take certain decisions back. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I really believe let's just say, like I said, I gotta be careful. You know, people are a little bit too soft sometimes. They just accept so many things so easily, and it's not necessarily like people accept things easily. It's just certain people will go out and they will protest, but they will protest certain things. Most times it's one. Like if you should say asylum seekers are coming to your community, people will go out and they're gonna get angry and they're gonna show. You're gonna realize they're gonna storm buildings. They might set things on fire. Yeah. But when it comes to like losing money, when it comes to like the government ripping you off, I don't think everybody wants this video. It's a different story. People will complain, they will go on the internet, they will go on Facebook, they will complain, and then nothing. They just accept it. So, sometimes I'm like, man, people wake up, get up, fight, it's not my place, it's not my country. I know some people say, yeah, it's your country, you're Dutch, you got a passport. Nah, I say I'm Jamaican, I got a passport. It's okay. It's not my country. It's not for me to say get up and take action or protest or whatever. It's not my place. It's not my place to do that. That gotta come from the people. So, but sometimes I gotta say, sometimes it's weird and it's painful. If I look at the way the government treat people, sometimes they're like their own people. Huh? Yeah, sometimes it's bad. There's also a reason why people don't like, some people, everyone don't like foreigners, or asylum seekers, because people come and they get this and they get that, and it's not always that way. It's not always that black and white, because going way too deep into politics. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing alright. See, I'm not even saying where I am, because you're seeing the map anyway, so you could figure that out. The bikers on my left and bikers from my right. Where are all the nice flowers? And I don't even know what I'm up to, so gotta keep going. Alright, so anyway, we'll be paying about more soon. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I think sometimes people should just get up. And stop always trying to be so nice. The only thing is you shouldn't go after the wrong people. If you're against something, you should go. You should be against it. What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. What did I say a while ago? I can't remember. But anyway, get up. If you want to protest certain things, you can protest certain things. Just do it in a respectful way, without insulting innocent people. So all of us are worried about kids sitting inside playing games and not getting enough movement, right? So what did the city of Amersfoort decide to do? They decided to remove a lot of small playgrounds, and they are going to replace them with flowers. because we got to be more green. Now, as you can see, Amersfoort is exceptionally green. Amersfoort is really green. A lot of grass, a lot of trees, a lot of plants, but it's not enough. Amersfoort, I'm not really sure who's in power. Is it the making these decisions? I'm not really sure. Amersfoort was like, nah, forget about those kids. Let them walk a few blocks. Let them walk. Enjoy the plants. Nice yellow flowers. I don't know the names, but I like seeing them. And later in the year, you're going to see so much more. So they're like, nah, we were going to move them. And within the city of Amersfoort, they remove so many. And they all move them and they just planting flowers. As you know, I love flowers. I love plants. I love nature. But why don't you listen to the people? They came with the idea and they say, y'all go tell us if you're with it or against it. And I know a lot of people said, no, we don't want it. And no answer. No answer. Months later, we got a letter saying, we're going to start in a few days. I didn't react to anyone. That letter that we got, it was full of mistakes. Now, you imagine, Dutch is not my first language. And look at the letter, it was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is an official letter from the city, from the government. So many mistakes. I'm like, sorry. If you're gonna tell me everyone deserves to work and everyone deserves to get a chance, if you can't write, you shouldn't be writing. If you can't write a normal letter, then you shouldn't be in that position. You know what I mean? You can't be sending out an official letter full of mistakes. If it's a person, that person shouldn't be in that position. Then you're not qualified. Besides, if you write a letter, I believe someone should check you, right? Who's going to check you? Why didn't no one see it? Why didn't someone see it? That's why I shouldn't be writing letters, because my English or Dutch or whatever is not that good. So I wouldn't even apply for that position. Anyway, so many mistakes. Absolutely terrible. If it's a person, that person shouldn't be allowed to be writing letters. If it's a program, ChatGPT or whatever, the program is not good. And even if you let a program write a letter for you, you should go and check to see if it's good. You can't ignore the people and then you send them a letter full of mistakes and all kind of crap. I mean, come on. It's turning into a joke. Seriously. But I like to say, it's not my country, so I gotta be careful. Because I know, there's got people saying, well, you could go back to your own country. And you're absolutely right. But they're doing the people so bad. And they're doing me bad also, because I am a taxpayer. You understand? And you could say, people could walk a few blocks and the kids could go and play there. Listen, people work, people are tired. You got those little playground right in front of your home, right at the beginning of the street. People go there, you got a garbage bin, you got a bench you could sit on. They remove everything. Garbage bin, gone. Bench, gone. Everything, gone. You think when you work and when you're tired, people stressed out, you think they're really going to walk a few blocks? No. Why you remove all the things? And even they had the audacity to ask us if we wanted to take care of the flowers. So like, okay, we're going to put it there and we want you all to take care of the flowers. They were like crazy. But no, they got some really nasty reactions, which I don't understand. They say, okay, no, it's okay. We are going to take care of the flowers. We, the city, are going to take care of the flowers. You all have to do it anymore. But they're moving along with the program, and this strips so many things. It's unbelievable. These people just don't listen. They don't care. When they want your vote, so your votes, they're really nice. But once they're in power, yeah, they just go their own way. Do they really change? Or do they always plan to screw you over? And maybe somewhere they believe they're doing well. And I know, a lot of people are like, flowers are good, nature's good, whatever. So they still gotta find a balance, you know what I mean? Where we live in, the street is really nice. The street is really green. You got plants. Remember, everybody got a garden. People got a garden. Their driveway. A lot of people convert their driveways into gardens. Your backyard. We got trees. We got plants. It's really green. Those extra flowers. Removing those little playgrounds for flowers is not necessary. But that's my opinion. And if the people that live there tell you, we don't want it, you could float the idea. You could say, hey, we're thinking about doing this. What do you think? If the people say, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. If the people say, no, you should listen to the people, right? And you're going to say, well, you elected them, so they get to decide. Yeah, I don't agree. Or it's one of those things that you say, oh, the people don't know what they want, so we're going to decide for you. I don't know, that's kind of like talking out to people, you know what I mean? That's, I don't know. Anyway, so, seriously, for the first time in a long time, I actually, in my opinion, Amersfoort is going in the wrong direction. I actually consider moving. But it's not easy to find a place. You don't want to go through the hassle of selling and buying and stuff like that. So, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's just first world problems. Right? You can't please all the people all the time. But when you got a lot of people complaining, a lot of people saying it's not good, then something is wrong. And as a country, as a government, you gotta be willing to look at yourself, right? Governments can't look at themselves anyways. Yeah. This part is Zielhorst, and this part I did cover in my Kattenbroek video called Vein Kattenbroek. You remember the one also? That was a video I made on my birthday, 2024. And for 2025, I didn't do any video. I was planning to drive to Germany that day because I didn't work on my birthday. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to drive to Germany. But, things didn't work out that way. I actually didn't even go on the road for my birthday because I wasn't. I was kind of sick. I don't know, for some reason I got sick in December. It was some flu, some weird kind of flu. I call it COVID. People say it's just flu, and flu. And it just kind of lingering a bit. So later I got sick again. I was feeling better and I got sick again. So and the doctor said, yeah, this weird flu going around, and you will get it twice. Or you could get it twice. So I did. And you don't feel it for a while, so you're just kind of like tired for a while. And COVID. I know some people say COVID don't exist. Well, I had it back in 2021, was it? 2020, I believe. And it was very, very, very real. Yeah, it was extremely real. It was a little bit too real for me. It was painfully real. So, but anyway, if you say it doesn't exist, then I'm alright with that too. I'm not gonna argue with you. What time am I up to? I'm up to 29 minutes. Yeah, I believe I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna finish this video, but I got a feeling I'm not gonna use it. Man, I'll probably be doing a lot of mutes. Yeah, That's the whole thing. When I'm making a video, I'm talking, I'm like in the zone, I could just keep going. But after I go back and I'm like, I don't know, that wasn't wise. You know, it's just anyway. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a phone call in a bit. It's just a feeling. Well, I didn't see as much flowers as I was expecting. It's the start of spring anyway, so maybe, yeah, in a few weeks it's gonna be different. So maybe I'll do another video in a few weeks. Maybe I won't use this video and I'll just make a complete new video. And then I won't talk so much about politics. It's not, I wasn't really talking about politics. I was just venting my frustration. Anyway, I think it's okay to do. I don't believe I insulted anyone. Did I insult anyone? Maybe I did. I'm not sure. Yeah. You know, someone's gonna feel insulted anyways. Yeah. I was trying not to get into politics. I was always a little bit sensitive. But I'm gonna complete the video. Also, I'm munching something. Yeah, so like I said, I'm off today, and I'm just gonna let this run. I'm not gonna cut anything out of it. I might blur, but I'm not gonna cut. So it's gonna be uncut. Yeah, so I'm off today. I went on the road already this morning. Took care of some business. Always got things to do. I was like, yeah, just make another video. I was actually planning to go over to Schiphol, to Amsterdam, but because it's raining, to do some plane spotting. But because it's raining, I don't really want to get wet. You know, brown sugar, I don't want to melt. So, is it brown sugar or chocolate cake? That's what I want to melt. How much for it? Lots of speed cameras also, so you also need to pay attention when you are in Amersfoort. And if you made it this far into the video, which you probably didn't, maybe one person did. If you didn't see my video I did of Amersfoort Center on my bicycle, you could go and check that one out, because I'm really proud of that video. Put a lot of time into it. I also did a good bit of research. So, Amersfoort by bike or Amersfoort on my bicycle. You can check that one out. Really nice video. Not the best quality ever, because I use an older phone to film it. The start of it is a little bit shaky because it wasn't on bricks. But later it got okay. And there was one section that I filmed on another phone and I added it to it. And I think it was maybe like a minute long, so it's kind of janky. But it's okay. So, which road am I on? Which road am I on? On the Ringweg Kruiskant. You can see it anyway in the navigation. And off to my left is Leendert, and to my right is a Neptunus plane. So I'm just gonna go right. Oh, cotton. Green. Maybe we should get something to watch. Should I get myself something to eat? Could run into the Aldi and grab something to eat. That way, if you go that way, you'll get a fine. What are they saying? Detour between then and then. You'll see it. see if this road open. Dat zijn afgesloten. Where's the rain? No rain. The rain is gone. Up to 41 minutes. Which road is closed? Well, I'm a bit disappointed. Not much flowers. So we are coming up to Amersfoortse. This is a richest area. And this I did cover also in my Amersfoort video. Bakery. I want something to eat. There's a bakery with no parking space. Now there's a Burger King. I'm not saying you should eat burgers. You should stay away from bad food. But there's a Burger King. We'll see. Can you believe those things are so expensive now? Like going to the Burger King, going to the McDonald's, it's almost for rich people these days. Remember when I could get like a meal for like €6? No, like a meal, that same meal is like 11, 12 euros. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Amersfoortse. It's not like a video of Amersfoort, so I'm showing you everything. It's just a little drive. Just a little drive. A little drive is already up to 42 minutes, 43 minutes. So I guess the drive is not so little. A little big drive. There's no one behind me, so if you all know why I'm driving so slow, there's no one behind me. You know, I don't like when people drive slow, so I shouldn't do it myself. But there's no one, so that's okay. That's the train station, Amersfoort Central Station. Station Amersfoort. Toch wel. Oké. So I got a map set to drive. Too bad that when the map is on drive, it doesn't show you the speed. What I could do, I could also stop and switch to Waze map, but then I would have to cut the video. I prefer just to keep going. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of boring without music. Copyright, so can't play music, can't risk it. And sometimes on long journeys I do listen to music and just use my true wireless buds to listen to music. And sometimes I don't. Yeah, it's really difficult to stay quiet. Sometimes I make those quiet videos. But you'll be surprised how difficult it is to stay quiet. Because people do make noise in general. Sometimes they whistle when they might say something. You might start just singing. And now you gotta remind yourself to be quiet. Be quiet, be quiet. What are we up to? 49 minutes. I think this video is gonna be 67 minutes. Taking a guess, 67. Yeah, it could be 65. 15 minutes. 55. 50. 53 minutes. 63 minutes. Up to 50 already. Pay attention. Off to my left is the zoo. Off to my left is the zoo. And the zoo in Dutch is Dierenpark. Oh, Dierenpark? Dierentuin. Oh, What? Don't tell me I can't remember what it is. That's strange. Nah, I think it's nah, dierenpark. Very good. Dierentuin. Anyway. People even say dierentuin? Dierenpark. Oh, okay. Anyway. I gotta go sleep. I have to go to sleep. Need some rest. To my left is those people who robbed me some time ago. It's a Ford dealer. If you didn't see the video, go and check it out. You wouldn't believe how much I paid for the service. Like I said, life in Holland is expensive. I went to Scandinavia. I went to Norway, and life in Norway is even more expensive. But what I'm saying is, if you live in Norway, you don't pay certain taxes, and you do get help from the government or whatever. And I don't know, healthcare is maybe free or not as expensive. So at the end of the day, you don't pay that much. But when you gotta go like buy your food and stuff like that, that's really expensive. Well, like like I said, if you don't pay certain taxes and other things are cheaper, then kind of cancel each other out, and at the end of the day it's the same, or maybe even cheaper. This is why I don't like city driving. Too many traffic lights. And whenever you end up in a city, in or around a big city, so many traffic lights. If you're lucky, it'll all be green. I mean, I'm usually not lucky. So, terrible. Maybe that man was right. Hey, we all gotta take a bicycle. Don't take a car, take a bicycle. Leave your car. Oh, like a siren. Where's the siren coming from? Hey, green. No, I'm not driving slow. I'm still pondering if I should use this video or not. Yeah. Maybe if I need to think about it so much, then I shouldn't use it. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I know for a fact I didn't attack anyone. No. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, if I did use the video and you made it this far, consider leaving a like. If you're not sub, sub would be okay. I guess I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna get myself some lunch. Maybe I'll be back later this morning. We'll see. I don't know. But it's nice. And like I said before in a few earlier videos, I made so many videos in the winter. That's why I uploaded. That's why I was uploading like 4 times a week, because I want to go back to once a week or maybe twice. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday's my main day, and maybe Wednesday also. Sometimes I did Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Back on Sunday, and for the new Heinz video I even did like 5 videos in a row just to get rid of them, because I don't want to take the spring videos, the winter videos done all the way into spring and into the summer. But now I'm making less videos anyway, and of course I'm going to be doing planes in between, so I'm going to try to keep the videos more up to date, that I'm not like lagging 15 videos behind or so. Would prefer to be like only like 5 videos behind. Always good to have a buffer just in case something should happen. You should get sick or you can't go out and make videos. Then at least you could go at least a few weeks without worrying. So, all right. Well, I'm back where it started. Thank you so much for coming along, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll let you know if I use it. Well, you will notice. If you're watching it, I did use it. If you don't see it, if you didn't see it, then I didn't use it. So, yeah. We'll see. Okay. See you guys later.